Man, if it was up to me, I would have been snapped my fingers and just made all of these people disappear, because how I look at it, all of this morality and things like that, that's not for them. It shouldn't be applied to those people. And now I'm seeing it more now than ever. You know, I had an incident that happened to me today. I was driving in my car, and it was this white girl and her black boyfriend, and they was walking across the street. It's more like a parkway. I was in this area where they got like a lot of restaurants and things. So anyway, I pressed the brakes, and inside of me, I call myself being generous and whatnot. So I let the dude and the white girl pass, and they gonna look at me like I stepped on their shoes, and I'm the one who stopped, and they still looked at me with an attitude. They looked me dead in my face, and you would think I spit in their face or something. And I said to myself, cause see, I started to keep going, but you know, the programming that we have to do good unto others, do good to those who do bad to you, and all of that stuff like we program with, that's what made me press the brakes. Because in reality, I had the right of way. I could have just kept going, but I decided to stop, you see? But you would think that's good enough. It wasn't good enough for them. So my whole point in saying that is morality, treating people like you would like to be treated, all of that stuff does not relate to them. So my new thing is, I'm just done with it. Like if I feel that you are not on my level, and what I mean by that is, if I can sense inside of myself that you the type of person who couldn't handle, let's say this particular channel, and you the type of person you couldn't get down with this type of information, I got 4 letters for you. FUCKYOU. 7 letters. That's how I think about it now, because if you ain't on this information, then you can't appreciate anything else. If you can't appreciate supreme high knowledge like this, you can't appreciate me being generous. You can't appreciate me stopping what I'm doing and opening the door for you. You can't appreciate anything coming from me, because number one, your spirit is against mine. So that's what all of that was about. After I thought about it, I said to myself, like, this world ain't shit, man. It's like, even me stopping for them for that second, I had to take out time from my day to give it to them. And you would think they would reciprocate the good gesture. But do you think they did that? No. They reciprocated it with looking at me like I did something wrong. But I said it in another video that the only thing they left with is just a stare. They can't do nothing else to me, so the only thing they left with is a stare. They can just stare at you. So that's all it is. It's just an us versus them secret wars thing. And even that little situation I'm explaining to you, that's a aspect of the secret wars. It's little simple things like that that other people don't see, but you be dealing with it in your personal life. Demons like throwing little arrows at you and doing stuff on your job. That's what I mean by the secret wars, because you wouldn't know about this if I didn't tell you about it, because it's secret. It's a secret war that is taking place within my life. But yet and still, it's a war because it's causing strife. You see? And that's what all of that stuff be about. And, you know, in this video, I'm not even titling it yet. I don't even know what I'm going to title this. Basically, right now, I'm just talking to the camera right now as the spirit leads. You know what I'm saying? It's like we just living in the times of... Have y'all ever heard of the story of Sodom and Gomorrah? We living in those times 100. Because it's gotten that bad out here, man. And you would think with the progression of technology that people would progress. And that's why I always say about these ignorant people. See, hanging around ignorant people is just a potential fight that's about to take place. It's a potential fight that's bound to happen because light and darkness cannot mix. Even that little situation that I told you about, that's a perfect example of light and darkness not being able to mix. And sometimes I hate the fact that I even have to live on this planet with people who society expect you to show gratitude towards. Like those people who I let them walk past. Like, I hate the fact that I live in an environment where I even have to ponder about letting some wicked person walk before me and I open the door for them. Like, I hate doing that stuff because they don't deserve it, man. And I'm gonna drop a video today after I upload this one. It's one that I had on file, and it's entitled Ignorant People Don't Deserve Freedom. And I go into the reasons why in that video. But in the same breath, they don't deserve our gratitude either. They don't deserve our generosity. They don't deserve us opening the doors for them. I'm gonna just start letting the doors slam in their face. Because really, what does it matter? You don't get no brownie points for being good to an evil person. And that's what that incident showed me. Because after they gave me that look, I felt regretful for even slowing down. So it was a lesson to me within that incident that I shouldn't even be taking my time out trying to show some type of generosity to people who don't deserve it. I mean, this is a message for me and whoever listening. It's just time for us to totally denounce these people and just go about our way and let them go about their way. You know what I mean? It's nothing we have to talk to them about. Nothing I have to say to them. I mean, it is what it is. The line has been drawn. You don't cross my line, I won't cross your line. Deal? We don't got to say nothing to each other. It's all cool. It's all good. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to keep being me and you going to keep being you. So why we having this fake conversation for? You get what I'm saying? Why do we need to have this fake conversation? I'm done with going through the formalities with people. Let me sit down. Anyway, hit the likes button, hit the subscribe button. This left side of the brain. For those who don't know, if this is your first time to the channel, we have an Instagram. You can add us on Instagram. It's been a minute since I posted a video. I told the Jaguar fam that I was taking a break. I've started working on the book. My goal is to have the book done by June. That's my goal. Now, if I really press the gas, I can get it done by June. If I'm more technical about it, it can be in July. But most definitely this summer, this book will be dropping. And I mean early summer. That's my goal. Like, to have this book dropping by early summer. So if you've been if you've been wondering about where's left side of the brain, that's what I'm doing. If you've been wondering why left side is not responding to comments like usual, it's because I'm extra busy now. If you've been inboxing me on Instagram and I haven't replied yet, it's because it's not on purpose. It's because I'm just so busy right now. But today I had to do this video to get this certain situation off my chest, man, because, and you might say, well, left side of the brain, that was something real small. But you got to understand, when you've been dealing with that stuff your whole life for nothing, and then somebody comes and do it again. See, that's why a person like me, I stay to myself. Not because I'm an introvert, because I don't want to end up harming anybody. And I know some of y'all feel the same. Sometimes it's best for your own sake to just stay away from these people. Because if you like me and you got a lot of fire inside of you, and you know if you that type of person, it's best for you to just stay away from these people, man. Especially when they ignorant. Especially when they ignorant, man. Look, ain't nothing wrong with doing that. Let me let y'all by. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with doing that, man. Like, stand by yourself.
Yeah. Okay, you can put your dress down here.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something. When them two girls walked past, I could feel the wind. When they left, I could still feel their presence lingering around. And I can tell you this, it wasn't positive energy. Because that's why sometimes, and this kind of off topic or whatever, but sometimes when I walk past people, like if somebody is crossing, say if somebody walked past me this way, I'll stand back for a few seconds and let their energy dissipate, because I don't want to walk directly through their energy and pick up anything from them. Yes, it's that deep. It's that deep out here. I'm telling y'all, like, you might say, oh, that's crazy, or that's going too deep. No. It's that real out here. It's that real. Like, I was in the store today and somebody had I had a bag of candy in my hand, right? How many of y'all heard of the Dollar Tree? It's like a dollar store. Anyway, I had a bag of candy in my hand, right? And somebody had said something they was passing my aisle, and they said something, and their words, it went into my candy. So I put the candy down, and what's funny is I put the candy down, and when I tried to explain to a lady, she was asking me, like, she had picked it up and said, here, because I said I was looking for another bag of the same candy, and she said, here. She picked up the candy that I had put down. Then I told her, nah, I don't want that. But she didn't understand why I said that. But I told her anyway. I said, because somebody's voice went in that. And she looked at me. She didn't understand what I meant by that. She didn't ask me anything. To her, it was like, I just said something. She didn't even recognize what I was talking about. She probably in her mind just said, what in the hell, what is he talking about? But it didn't even matter. But my point is, let me let these people, let me get off the steps. Seems like every time you start making something, here they come, you know. They wasn't doing that till I started making a video, man. Yeah, man. A lot of them foreigners, you know what I'm saying? Most of them are organic portal. I mean, I wouldn't call them human. See, this is another thing too. Organic portal and human prison bar is two totally different things. To say an organic portal, that basically means just a dead beat person without a soul. They don't even matter. A human prison bar is more like somebody who serves the purpose of overseeing and doing things to fuck with you. And that's why I shied away from using the terminology organic portal, and that's why I came up with the human prison bar thing, because how I view it is different. I go deeper and I give the backdrop to the individual and the backdrop behind the world that we live in, like I'm going to express in the book, like those 6 laws that governs the human prison bar system. And you're not going to find that nowhere on the internet. You're not going to be able to Google that anywhere. Like what I write in that book is going to be totally original. You're not going to find these concepts anywhere. But I spilled the beans a little bit. Those 6 laws, that video that I did, that will be in the book. But that's not even 1% of what's going to be in the book. So I'm just letting y'all know that, you know, this thing is way deeper than anybody has ever told you. So you should be thankful that God led you to the Left Side of the Brain channel, because this is where it's at. This is where it's at. And since I'm just talking to the camera right now, I don't really have a title. I was thinking about something else the other day. You know what? I think I'm gonna title the video what I'm about to say. Yeah, I'll just title the video what I'm about to say. Death is an illusion. I figured it out. When you see people dying, it's a part of the illusion. And what it is, when somebody dies, because everything and everybody is hooked up to the human prison bar system, when somebody dies, it's also an illusion that somebody was freed from the human prison bar system. So you don't look at it like a prison. Because, and it's kind of reverse psychology, because when somebody is released from a prison, because they say everybody is going to die and then they're just going to leave and go away. No, that's the trickery to make you think that this is not a prison, and that you come through this thing one time and the people you see who die, they just leave and they never come back. That's not true. Human prison bars, they recycle. They keep coming back in different forms. That's why the world hasn't changed. That's why the world hasn't changed. Because it's the same people controlling the world. The same people who died 1,000 years ago, who was controlling the world then, are the same people that's controlling the world today. The same HPBs from 1,000 years ago are the same HPBs that's walking around here today. So death is an illusion. It makes you think that you leave here, once you come through here, you don't come back. These people can't be human prison bars because they die. Because a bar stays in place, right? But because they die and leave, it's to make you think that they are not bars. Because a bar in an actual prison made of concrete and steel, the bars, they always stay in place. So you can easily identify what's keeping you enclosed. This bar right here. You get what I'm saying? But because people die and then they replaced it, the purpose of it is to make you not see that same person who died, they coming back in a different form. See, the human prison bar system it's a complex system, because the human brain is complex. So if they just locked us up inside of an ordinary prison cell. Once you break out of that, that's it. But the human prison bar system, it walks around you. It's your friend. It's the bus driver. It's the taxi driver. It's the person like those people you've seen in the video walking up the steps. It's all around you. They come into your life. They work with you. You see what I'm saying? And they fuck up your day. They do little things to fuck up your day. They all on your job. You know, the police officers, the nurses, the library workers, all human prison bars. You see, and they don't come out and tell you that, yeah, I'm a HPB. They never gonna tell you that. And another thing, how they operate, they operate in silence, meaning they come around you and they surround you like you just seen. These people, like, it's no such thing as a coincidence. When you see people gathering around you and you might be in a certain space and all of a sudden people just show up, they cameras. Human prison bars are also human prison cameras. They have to keep a constant watch on you at all times. They are the security cameras. You get what I'm saying? They the ones who control this system. And another thing I wanted to speak about, just the other day, I was staring out my window in my kitchen, right? And I was just observing the beauty of the day. And I was saying to myself, I was like, you know what? This day is like a woman. And what I mean by that is, you know how another aspect of the human prison bar system is relationships. You know how you see beauty in a woman, but you have to earn her, you got to earn her love back to you. You got to do things. It's a criteria that goes with it. But as I was staring out of that window, it just spoke to me, and it said that all of this beauty right here, you don't have to do nothing for it. You don't have to earn your respect from all of this beauty. You don't have to take it out to eat. You don't have to say words to impress it. You don't have to do any of that. It's just a beautiful woman that gives birth to the fruit on the trees, the beautiful green grass, the clean air that you're inhaling, all of that. That's what I was thinking to myself. Like, I seen a beauty within the beast, because at the same time, this is a prison. Yeah, it kind of fucks with your mind, because it just let me know that it's like that because the forces of evil, it's a parasite. So it can't build anything without having something good to be the foundation of it, because it lives off of positive energy. You get what I'm saying? Like, there wouldn't be no human prison bar system without us, because we feed it. They vamp off of our positive energy. So when I was looking into the beautiful nature, I saw the beauty within it, but then I realized that, oh, it's beauty in the beast. This is the beast system as well. But I still saw the beauty, and I still received the message from the beauty. You see, it's not the trees that's fucking with you. You see, the beauty in nature is also another aspect of the human prison bar system, because A prison isn't supposed to look beautiful, right? It's not supposed to look beautiful. It's not supposed to be purple mountains and a beautiful sky and beautiful birds. Hold on, y'all. I'll let you by.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not supposed to be a beautiful sky and beautiful birds, and it's not supposed to be like that in a prison, but that's why this world is so beautiful. In a sense. Because it's beauty in the beast to disguise that this is a prison in the first place. You get what I'm saying? And that's why females are so beautiful in the first place, because you attracted to the beauty, but the beast is within the purpose for her being beautiful, which is to get her pregnant. You see? So the beauty lives in the beast, but it's on the inside of the beast. The beast is on the inside of the beauty, excuse me. So you don't see it. See, this whole world is just a mask. Behind the beauty, the beast lies. Because if they made it so blatant, you would blatantly flee from it. You get what I'm saying? And that's why I call it a secret wars, because everything is so subtle. Beauty is a subtle thing. But when you see ugly, you notice ugly. Like, it stands out. Like, even if you've seen a beautiful woman, it will stand out, but it wouldn't stand out as much as if you've seen a gargoyle. You will be like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? It'll be more blatantly apparent. Hold on, y'all.
Are you filming?
Yeah.
Right in your picture.
No, you all good. I'm just making a video.
I'm sorry.
All right, you all good. She said she's sorry, and then she tapped my arm. She tapped my arm. Like, why would you tap my arm? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's little stuff like that. It's like that. Hey, yo, that's another thing. When people be tapping, have y'all ever dealt with people that's real touchy feely? Y'all better watch out for that, because that's a form of psychic vampirism. They can get energy by touching you. Now, I'm not saying this stuff to make you like paranoid or to make you think, like, live life, but I'm just telling you that don't be naive to certain things. I'm just letting you know, like, for whatever it's worth, and to whomever it's for. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I do these videos, I'm like the sun. You know what I mean? I just shine, and if you want to come outside in the sunlight, fine. If you don't, fine. If you want to put up an umbrella and block the sunlight, fine. If you want to put on suntan lotion, fine. I'm just saying it because I want to say it, because I'm a light and I shine. So don't blame me for being a light. But I'm just saying, you gotta be aware of things like that. When people always touching, and you know, people talk and communicate. Oh, but no, that's just how he is. He just talks and express like that. They just touched. All right. People say things like that because they don't understand. And that's why ignorance is dangerous. Because ignorant people, they the ones who make people like you and me get pointed out. Because when you say something that an ignorant person don't understand, then because it's more of them on that ignorant side, they will make, you know, the crowd laugh, and they the ones who cheer on the ridicule. They the ones who be the bandwagon behind that stuff. So when they start really locking down this country and things like that, it's going to be them ignorant people that's going to be on the side of the government. It's going to be them ignorant people that's going to point out people like me and you. And what's funny is the government, they going to know that we saying the truth. The ignorant people, they work for the government and don't even know it. They work for the government. Anybody that's ignorant, you a snitch. The fact that you are ignorant, it makes you a snitch. Because when you ignorant, you going to snitch on us, the United Souls. You're going to say, and you may not even snitch in the sense of telling on us, but the fact that you ridicule things like this that we say, and eventually they're going to make this type of subject matter be a crime, you to blame for it, because you are so ignorant that you can't catch on to it. You going to be the reason why they are able to pass the laws that gets rid of freedom of speech. I'm gonna tell you why. Because this is a democracy, which is basically mob rule. So if they can convince enough ignorant people to pass a certain law, and the ignorant people just go for it, you aided and abetted your own downfall, you ignorant fucker. Yeah, so that's why I don't hang around ignorant people, because they start fights. They very petty. See, when you're thinking about a bunch of MTV and BET and Hip Hop Love, what's that show name? Hip Hop NBA Wives and all of that ignorant stuff all day, you real petty. You real into your ego, and that's why I don't go to clubs. That's why I don't hang out at bars. That's why I don't do that stuff, because where ignorance is, a fire is bound to happen. I stay away from them kind of people, because where ignorance is trouble. That's why when we get together and we have our events and everything that I'm planning, like when I do that book, I'm gonna do speaking engagements, because I'm gonna promote it, right? I already got people willing to help me in my Instagram who inbox me, and I want to congratulate those people, because they see where this thing is going and they want to be a part of something great. I got people already talking about they willing to help me with the book and everything. They giving me ideas and everything. So yeah, but I kind of lost my train of thought. What was I saying? I was like, I don't hang out with them ignorant people. You know what I'm saying? It's trouble, man. I stay away from them, man, because it ain't even healthy for you, man. It's not even healthy to be around them. And that's why, that's why when we get together, the atmosphere is going to be so much different. It's not going to be no fighting and no type of egotism or what you got on and what he got on and what she got on. None of that type of stuff, man.